right? What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts! Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again! Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.
Are you ready?
Let's get it.
It's time!
Welcome back to another Thursday night episode of Software Explorations. This is Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. How is everyone doing this evening? Hopefully you're having a wonderful evening, a wonderful week. Hopefully your day went great. I am so happy to be with you guys here tonight. We are going to get back into some Jenkins. Last week we had to pivot a little bit to create our AI clone. Shout out to the AI clone. Maybe we'll employ the AI clone tonight. Maybe not. We'll see. We shall see. But we're going to get back into Jenkins. We're going to get back to the very, very important things. Working with the Jenkins to try to figure out our CI/CD pipeline. We're going to be working in particular with the Playwright, running the Playwright test that we started working on last week. We're doing it locally. We're not going to try to use AWS this time. You know, we'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. All right. So let me know in the chat how everyone is doing tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. We got my guy Yakar in the building already. Says the tech pookies are in the building. And on your way in, your car says coffee and donuts are in the break room. Shout out to your car, always taking care of us. We have some interesting topics as well tonight during our break, so we're just gonna let's get into it. Why not just get into it at the start? Let's not waste any time. All right, let's not waste any time. So let's get into our agenda like we always like to do at this time. So tonight is Thursday, August 22nd, 2024. We are almost at the end of August already. Almost at the end. Almost at the end. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? It's like we just started the year last year, but here we are. All right, let me update this. All right, so let's get into our agenda. Let's take care of some housekeeping. Let me see if this is going to show up. No, not there. There we go. Housekeeping, our gratitudes, and our show schedule. So first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to all of the subscribers who tune in, those who are new, those who have been with us for a very, very long time, those who are active in the chat, those who watch the videos, any type of support you give. I just want to say a big thank you to you all.
I appreciate you.
And always a big salute to all of my tech savages.
Let's get it.
That includes the tech barbarians, the coaching tier. We are working so hard, so diligently. So I'm so proud of you guys. Our tech prodigy members, our technical explorers, all those who sign up for the Patreon for free. Appreciate the support. And then of course we have to always salute the tech mercenaries. Shout out to the tech mercenaries out there putting in the work, supporting us on YouTube. And we can never ever forget about the bag chasers.
Money.
And of course I would be remiss if I did not mention our tech pookies.
Bruh.
Yes. Oh, we have a wide umbrella. We welcome you all. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Let's get into this. Help us grow. Do me a big favor. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Help us grow. Spread the word. We are doing some great work here. Love the support, but we need your support. Help us grow. Just subscribe to this channel. Like the video, share the video as well. And if you want some exclusive content that is not here on YouTube, you can get this for free. You can get our latest sprint review. I'm going to be dropping another one this coming either Sunday or Monday from last week, from this past Sunday sprint review. I'm going to be clipping that up, posting that on Patreon. You can get access to that for free. Also, I'm going to be putting the entire Scrum Night as well. So if you want some more context and more details about the way that we work, you can get that. And if you need one-on-one coaching, you can also join that tier where we might have to have a tough conversation, but I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse. All right. So check that out. I make bets with my tech barbarians, and I'm always going to win. All right. It's not going to be a fair deal because I'm always going to win, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it. All right. So check out the Patreon, techcoachralph.dev. Amazing content, amazing access. Pretty much, if you're on the coaching group, you pretty much have access to me 24/7. I won't even go any further than that. All right. So, all right, let's get into our live show schedules. So let's start off with Sunday afternoons. We have software explorations, where we are currently working on DevOps. How about that? We are working our way through DevOps. So much fun. We've been working on Docker. We're going to be looking into microservices. So many things happening. So definitely want to tune in on Sundays afternoons, software explorations. We're working our way through DevOps. We were working on Terraform, but now we've expanded the umbrella to DevOps to get a good understanding of CI/CD pipelines and all of that good stuff. All right. Our morning shows. What about the morning? What do we do in the morning? Because hey, we want to get a head start. So in the mornings, and I just made some enhancements to the morning show. So you'll tune in on Monday, but Mondays and Wednesdays around 7:30, 7:50, between 7:15 and 7:45, we get started and we review some news stories, and then we get to work on some mobile development for our time cost calculator. And then in the future, we're going to be working on some different apps. We just work. At the end of the day, we just work, right? Tuesday nights, we have our Q&A sessions. So if you have questions, you can call in. We had a great call the other day from Cam. You can call in. You can ask questions in the chat. We had some great questions in the chat as well. And I also find some questions that you might need answered. And this past Tuesday, my clone helped me co-host. So sometimes the clone would answer some questions. Sometimes I would answer some questions. So many different things. All right. So you definitely want to tune in. And then we have Thursday nights, some more software explorations where we've been working our way through Jenkins and talking about CI/CD pipelines, just, a variety of things. So today we're going to be working on Jenkins. We're going to be trying to get the Playwright test that we implemented a while ago on a different live stream to run on Jenkins. All right. So many different things. Right. And then Saturday mornings, one of my favorite shows, right? One of my favorite shows, we have the Men Lie, Numbers Lie, or let's run that back. Let's run that back. It's the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate, and that's where we go over the weekly economic numbers. But after some numbers that we got the past couple of days, it looks like the numbers are lying too. So that's Saturday mornings, right? So that is our live show schedules. And lastly, let's jump into the pre-recorded content. So Mondays, we have our candid conversations. We have some, we have to have some tough talk sometime, right? But I'm gonna be honest with you. I might have to break your heart just to build up your mental fortitude, but it is what it is. This past Monday, we spoke about preparing for success, right? A lot of times we make the biggest mistake where we don't properly prepare. Failure to, how does that saying go? When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so sadly, we see so many people failing because they failed to plan. It's tough, all right? Wednesdays, we have software explorations, concept and overviews. This past Wednesday, yesterday, we went over what it is to be a DevOps engineer. Is that the right field for you? And then Fridays, we have the bug bite. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about a major data breach that exposed, it exposed over, is it about 3 billion or is it 300? It's a lot. It's a lot of social security numbers. So we're going to be reviewing that. All right. All right. And then finally, throughout the week, we have clips from the live stream. We have shorts, and we have clips from the Q&A show that we post Monday through Friday. So you definitely want to tune in. That's why I always say subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can know every time that we drop new content or go live. All right. So that's, oh, by the way, before Mitch gets on me, the Saturday morning show is co-hosted by Yakar and Mitch from the chat, where they're giving me different types of data and information, and then we look for stuff and we give our opinions. So I don't want, because Mitch will come in here hot, like, oh, how come you didn't mention us? How come you didn't say anything about it? So I apologize, Mitch. I almost heard, I'm just gonna add it to my notes here to make sure that I mention. Let me just do it right now. Let me just do it right now. Remember to mention your car. All right, I'm kidding, Mitch. And Mitch, I got you. I'm just kidding. All right, it's on my notes. I will not forget again, okay? So that is our pre-recorded and our live show schedule. So much information, so little time. And that concludes our housekeeping for today's show. Let me check the chat to see what the good people have going on. So we have Alexis in the building. Says, hey to you as well, Alexis. Good evening. I am so happy to be back on good terms with Alexis, because it was a rough few days. But we are BFFs all over again. And I've never spoken to Gustavo before. Welcome, Gustavo. How are you doing? Good evening to you. So happy to have you here, and you for being here for me for the first time talking to you. You get
I appreciate you.
I really do. Hopefully we get to talk and communicate, and hopefully we can add some value into your life. All right. Alrighty then. So let's see what's next on our agenda. I think we're gonna get started with the show. So what's the game plan for today, right? So the game plan is we're going to start up Docker. We're going to start Jenkins. We're going to log into Jenkins locally, of course, because last time going through AWS was an absolute disaster, right? But it's okay. It's okay because we have Excalibur running Docker locally, and it is so powerful, right? So we're gonna log into Jenkins. We're gonna start Jenkins. We're gonna log into Jenkins. We are going to go to the job. We're gonna be doing some research, trying to see what do we need to do to get the Jenkins to get Playwright to running on the Jenkins Docker container. So that's pretty much our game plan for tonight, and we will figure it out as we go along. But let's get into it. Let's put our very first timer up for the night.
It's time to do.
All right. So let's go to here. So we're going to open up Docker. Do I have Docker? I don't think I have Docker running. So Let's go to this screen. And there I have my terminal. I'm going to pop up open Docker. And is Docker, that started pretty quickly. All right, cool. So Docker's running. So what is our command to see what are the Docker containers that are running? Pop quiz. What is the command to see what Docker containers are running? All right. So yes, if you said Docker PS, you are correct. Docker PS, and we have absolutely no containers running. So now the next question is, what is the command to see all the containers, the ones that are running and the ones that are not running? And if you said just add a -a at the end, you are correct. You get a gold star. There we go. And the container that we want to run is the Roscoe Jenkins container. Roscoe Jenkins Jr. Don't forget the junior. Don't forget the junior. Hold on. What's going on here? All right, cool. Let me close this down. So let's see. All right. So what is the command to start the Docker container? You didn't study that far, did you? You didn't study that far. All right, I got you covered. The command is Docker start. Just start, yes, Docker start. And then we're going to give it the name of the container, which is Roscoe Jenkins JR. Please say the JR. All right, there we go. What's up, Mitch? Good. Welcome, Mitch. How are you doing today? All right, so we got Roscoe Jenkins started. Roscoe Jenkins Jr. started. All right, and let's switch screen. Let me move this over here. All right, let's switch screens so that we can see if our container started. And by the way, what port is our container on? Let's see. Before we do that, where's my mouse? All right, there goes my mouse. All right. I don't see the port. Is it just me or I don't see the port? Hold on. I don't see a port here. It's because I hadn't started it up yet. There is no port if it's not started up. So let's do a Docker PS again, and boom, look at that. Look at that is port 8080. Let me zoom back. Let me make the font size bigger again. Let's go over here. Let's go here. All right, let's go, and we're gonna let's go to the other screen. And we're going to do localhost. And then port number 8080 as we saw. And look at that. Would you looky that? We have it up and running on our local. Anyways, whatever. So you see that little black part down here at the bottom? That little black part, that's bothering me, but it's okay. I won't go too crazy. All right. Let's see here. What's the let's have go draft. And let's see if I remember the password. What? Look at that. Would you look at that? Jenkins is in the building. All right. So there goes so what we've done so far, we have started Docker, we started Jenkins, we are logged into Jenkins. So now let's go to the job that was failing. And let's take a look. So here we have the builds that were ran, and we have this failing over here. So let's find out. Let's click on this, see what's failing. Let's go to the console output and see what happened. So it is, let me see. So the issue that we're having was it was trying to install some Playwright dependencies, but it needed some sudo command. So let's go ahead. We're going to run it again. We're going to run it again so we can get, I like fresh errors and I cannot lie. Just saying. I'm just saying I like fresh errors and I cannot lie, you know? So let's go to here and let's go to configure the project or configure the job. And we're going to go to here. So it said that we tried to do it without sudo. It says you actually you need sudo. So let's add sudo to get a fresh error, you know, and we're going to do a build now to get that little error again. All right, so it failed. Let's go here. Let's do the console output again. Let's scroll down and it says that password. Wait, what the? Hold on. What happened? Hold on. Let me see. Configure. Did I not save it maybe? No, I did save it. Oh, okay. So no, this goes over here. So this is npx. Sudo goes on this one. All right, let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's run it. Let's run it back. All right, let's try it again. Boom. All right, so that failed. Let's give it let's check it. And this is the way that I figured things out. It's a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of trial and error, you know, to see what exactly went wrong. So here it's going to say sudo not found. Sudo not found. Gee whiz. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's do some Google searching. Let's do some research. So when we go to I'm tired of you asking my name. Oh, you're so needy. All right, let's go to, what are we looking for? Jenkins sudo not found and Docker. All right, so sudo Docker not found while running the Jenkins pipeline. So that's not exactly the one I want. All right, so you don't need to change permissions during your first step. So you can remove Docker permissions. Run your container like this. Sudo Docker run name Jenkins master. Is that it? No, that can't be it. Wait, what? Jenkins Docker image has no make, or let's try this one. Trying to set up a, let me see. I'm trying to set up a CI on AWS using a Jenkins image from the Docker Hub. I've gotten a few hours in the process configuring for a node project. And now I realize that a few of my NPM dependencies require make in order to build. The Docker image doesn't have make, nor does it have sudo. So it looks like I'm unable to apt-get install make. Is there another way to get make without having to recreate the image with a Docker file that grants root access? The image is the base official. It has minimal tools required for Jenkins to work. There are people that want make, some want multiple versions of Ruby, Java, etc. Some don't want anything because they use agents. It also doesn't run as root for security reasons following the Docker official. Okay. You can run this command, get bash in your container, then install whatever you want, Docker exec. So pretty much if we were to go into the image and install the np, the Playwright stuff, manually, then we won't have to do it through the, and it's only like, it's not like something you'd have to run every single time. So let's try that. Let's try that. So let's go to over here. And let's clear this out. And we're going to do Docker exec. So we haven't gone through this one. I don't think we went through this on Sunday yet, right? But we have Docker exec -IT for interactive mode. And then you root Roscoe Jenkins JR. So it's saying the user to use is root, and we're going to be connecting to the Roscoe Jenkins JR container. All right, let's see if that works. Let's see what's next. Try debug for seamless persistent. Docker exec requires at least 2 arguments. What are the 2 arguments? Let me see. What's the missing? Oh, okay. So we'll need bash. All right. So we are in the building. All right. So if we were to do, what is the command that we need to do? We need to do npx playwright install depends. All right. So let's do npx playwright install deps. npx command. What the heck? All right. So let's see. npm not found. Node. Let's see what's going on here. Could it be? Hold on, let's see. Thinking. All right, so that's all right. So connected as root. So maybe it's because. All right, so let's see. How do you? So let's exit out of here. And what I'm wondering now is, Docker Jenkins default user. What is the let's see here. Username. To map the container. So let me see something. If I go here and I go to ls. Oh, that's not what I want. Clear. And let's go back over here. ls cd. CD home. Let me see. Let's go to see users on system. Let's try that one. How to list users in Linux. Let's go to list users with cat command. Let's try that one. So let's do cat etc/pass. We have Jenkins as a user. So let's do an exit. And let's see, what if we try to log in with the user of Jenkins? Let's see what happens with that. So let's see, node. So we don't even have Node. Where is Node installed? I'm a little confused. So let's do some more research, right? Let's do some more research. Let's go back over here. And if we say Jenkins Docker npx sudo. Let me see. Add sudo privileges to Jenkins user. Let me see. In the Docker file, let's see what else we got. Because the error that we got was sudo not found. So Docker Jenkins sudo not found. Let me see. Running a command as root in Jenkins file, run Jenkins pipeline, unable to use sudo command with Docker. Let me see. So let's see if I do sudo in here. Sudo not found. All right. Docker comes along with root, so it doesn't require sudo. If you want to use sudo in Docker, you need to install sudo. I wonder if you can install sudo then. Let's try to install sudo. Let's see if this is gonna work. apt get update and apt get -y install sudo. Well, should probably do it in the root, honestly. So let's go to exit, apt get update and apt get -y install sudo. Ha, look at that. So let's say we go here, we exit that, and now we go to here. If I do sudo, sudo's installed. All right, so now that sudo is installed, I wonder if we try to run it again, what we're gonna get. All right, so let's go back over here. And let's go back over here. Let's try to run that one more time. And it failed again. So let's take a look at the console output, and it says sudo, a terminal is required to read the password, either use -s option to read from standard input or configure a ask pass helper. Sudo, a password is required. Well, we got closer. And all right, so read from standard input or configure an ask pass. So let me think. A password or configure an ask pass helper. Good one.
Lunch break.
We'll look up that error once we come back from break. But that is our first working segment. Let's go to break. All right. So I'm going to check the chat and then we're going to have a little discussion, take you a little bit into my world a little bit. Today was Scrum Day at work. So it was a pretty long day, but we had some good planning, good sprint review, good retro, and that's the thing in the coaching group. The reason that I'm able to run our Scrum Night so effectively, so efficiently, and to bring the knowledge to those that I'm coaching is because I replicate the process that I do at work with them, so that once they get into the roles, they just hit the ground running. All right. But enough of that. Let's talk about, let me get into the chat. Let me get into the chat to see what is going on with my people. Yeah, Mitch, I said my people. You guys are my people, So let's see what we got. Mitch is in the building. What up, Mitch? Says, lucky me, Ralph hating on me. Trying to get other people to hate on me. That don't with me. All right, I got you. But Mitch, I went back and I said, you know what? I almost forgot. I don't want Mitch to jump on me. I don't want to catch those hands. Mitch and your car co-host the Saturday morning show. The men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. But at this point, they straight up lied to us. They lie to us. They try to brainwash us. They gaslight us, and we're like, "Am I losing my mind here? Am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one?" That's what I wonder sometimes. Right? So, Mitch, it's getting ugly. Your car's like, I've been ugly. Says, my urge for revenge is uncontrollable. Oh my goodness. Do we need to have an intervention? And let's see. Says, all I hear is tall tales coming from little men. That hurts. That hurts. All right, cool. So it says, don't get scared now, you and that chump. Who are you calling chump? Chump? I love saying that. All right, let's your car be catching strays as an innocent bystander. I'm telling you. Of course you don't know. All right. Oh, we got the Mitch emojis in the building. Shout out to the Mitch emojis. You know what? I just remembered. I have to do something. I have to knight somebody. All right, let me go and do this. Let's go and say, where is this thing that I'm looking for? In my way as all right. So let's try this one. Boom. There we go. Elevated. All right, cool. I had to give somebody some superpowers for all the support in such a short amount of time, but here we are. All right, cool. So let's go back to this. All right, let's take a look at the topic, the break time topic. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, techcoachralph.dev. So much helpful information. You don't want to miss it. All right. So first break time talk. I'm going to throw up a timer and let's go ahead and go here. And we're going to go and throw up this timer and we're going to do our first break time. So I call our first break tonight breaking mental barriers. What? Yes. Breaking mental barriers. What? All right. So a lot of the people that I end up coaching, and some that I don't end up coaching as well, but the ones that I do end up coaching, they accelerate their abilities in such a short amount of time. All right. So, but the thing is, in order to do that, I have to break down whatever is standing in their way from whatever passing. Maybe it's from college, maybe it's from a boot camp, maybe it's from courses. I don't know. But it's like a lot of times, because a lot of the people that you get information from, they've never really done anything in their industry, or maybe they've been in a short amount of time. So now they believe that they're an expert on it. So now they give you like all this stuff that they claim that they did, which it might not be accurate, or it might just not be true. So what ends up happening is I end up having to have, some tough conversations where I'm like, all right, here is the situation that we're in. And we're going to, in order for us to get past that, you have to admit to yourself that everything that I thought I knew, everything that they told me, everything that, all the preconceived notions that I had, all the bad experiences that I had, I have to let it go. I have to drop it. And once we can get back past those mental barriers, those emotional barriers of, because I'll tell you, like, so many times, like, oh, people have this thought, that thought, that thought. Like I've had some people that I was coaching, where it's like they'll come to me like, oh, I just didn't have anything to talk about, and that's why I didn't set up the coaching call. I'm like, it's not about that. It's about the mentality. It's so much more than just being able to do this work or do that work. It's okay. We need to get past these mental barriers that you have. A lot of times, the mental barriers are what is preventing you from getting the job. And one of my number one goals is to destroy it. Right? There are some walls that I believe in, and there's some other walls that I don't believe in. Right? And the mental barriers that we have, I'm like, we got to tear those walls down, right? We have to tear those walls down so that you can be free. Just like this hat says, freedom, right? I need you to have mental freedom so that I can take you on the journey, the learning journey. So something that could take months upon months for you to get past, we're going to get past it in like a week. All right. And that's my goal. I'm like, I don't like to waste time. Because time is money. Time costs calculator. Time is money. So I don't like to waste time. And I'm like, all right, you can continue to go around in circles. You can try to do it your way. But if your way worked, you wouldn't be speaking with me. And a lot of times people come my way when it's like, it's time to break glass, ring the fire alarm, and we're like, all right, cool. And I'm like, all right, cool. Let's get it to work. But you have to follow my lead. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to break down whatever you have in your mind, whatever you were taught, let it go. Let it go. And let me check my notes. Because I had some notes on this, right? So, and sometimes it takes me breaking your heart of all that information overload that you had. I have to break your heart in order to rebuild your mindset. I'm a big person on mindset, but if your heart is in the way, your mind will not be able to pick it up. You're not going to be able to trust. So,
get a move on, back to work, chop, chop, let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work, back to work, back to work.
But that's it. In order for us to be successful, we have to break down these mental barriers, these emotional walls that we have up on, what everyone has told us and then it didn't pan out. One of the first things whenever somebody wants to sign up for coaching, I'm like, look, I cannot guarantee you a job if I'm not the one hiring you. But the number one thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put you in the best position to win. Right? I'm going to push you to the limit. And why do I push you to the limit? Because I know it's not your limit. One of my favorite people, David Goggins, he speaks about something called the what was the name of that thing? Oh my God, what is the name of it? It is called what is it called? David Goggins. The something in a car. Oh my God, what is the name of that thing? David Goggins. I really want the name of this thing. Car part. What is that thing called? It is. I'll describe it. So I think it's like a regulator or something like that, but it prevents the car from going it stops the car at like 40%, right? So I know that whatever I'm pushing you to do is not your limit, but I have to push you there because you're like, oh my God, I don't know how I can do it. I can't do it. I never learned this. I never did that. I'm like, all right, but we are working together. And when we're working together, then my limits become your limits. It's not your limits are not your limits. It's my limits because, and guess what? I have no limits. So that means you have no limits. And some can attest, every person that I coach, they can attest what they came in with within a week or two, they were doing 10 times as much. They knew 10 times as much as before they had their first conversation with me. So that is what I want to leave you with. We got to break down those mental barriers so that we can go out there and win. And you know me, I am all about winning.
We the best. Let's get it.
And that concludes our first break. Let's get that off the screen. But I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. The ones that I'm coaching, all right? And you know, the ones that I'm coaching, I believe in you guys because I believe in myself. And that's why I'm cloning myself, not the AI clone, but real clones, because if I coach you, then you are a representation of me, and I want you guys to be the best, all right? So I'm telling you, and you guys are going to be in leadership. Right? So let's get to the chat, and then we will get back to work as our break time is over. So let's see what we got. We got the newest moderator on the channel. Alexis says, heartbreak. What? Okay, I think we might have to revoke that wrench. I tell you. And Mitch, wait, Mitch, what is that? Is it Tourette's? What's the thing where people just can't stop cursing? Do you remember what was the name of that movie? Oh my God. What was the name of that movie? I think it was with Ben Stiller, and he was dating a bunch of women, and one of the women, they just could not stop. What is the name of that movie? That movie was really, really good. I can't remember, but that was a good one. If you remember the name of that movie, please drop it in the chat. I gotta know. And let's see, anything else we got? Mitch says, like that football movie when the guy was crawling with dude on his back. One more. Blindfold came off and he was in the end zone. Exactly. I don't remember the name of that movie, but I think I saw that movie. Let's see. And Mitch says, I don't want to be like you. And Mitch says, take my wrench. Mitch, I would never, ever take your wrench. I would never, Mitch. Come on, Mitch. Come on. That would never happen. Mitch, you are here forever, right? Forever, Mitch, forever. Along Came Polly. Yeah, there we go. Along Came Polly. Thank you, Mitch. That was a great movie. I really like that movie. Like, they were so different people. Sorry, but I would have not. I wouldn't have. Nope. I couldn't. All right. So let's get to our next 20 minutes of work. All right. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's go!
I almost want to fire though, John, after yeah. Anyways. Like I told you guys the other day, who they put in front of you shows you what they think of you. All right? Remember that. Who they put in front of you shows you what they think of you. Let's get back to work. So we are here. And we said, all right, so it says sudo, a terminal is required to read the password. Either use -s option to read from standard input or configure a ask pass helper. Let's see. The only thing I saw, Mitch, was when they were doing the nomination nonsense thing. But I really didn't follow it. I refuse to be gaslit for 4 days straight for the entire night. I'm not going for it, Mitch. I am not going for the gaslighting. All right. I was at jiu-jitsu, and then on Tuesday we were doing our show here, right? I'm not going for the gaslighting. Let's see. So let's search this real quick. So let's take a look at this. A terminal is required either. So let's see what this is. Oh, this thing keeps showing. All right. Currently getting this error in the browser. I want to execute a script through PHP, but somehow I'm getting printed. Let's see. This, make sure the script is not writable by www. It's not the same thing though. Let's see. If not, give access only to the specific script and add and not all commands. I don't even know what the password would be though. Let's go with Jenkins. All right, let's see what this one says. While Jenkins building, it gives error. Let me see. I found a solution for the usage of sudo command in Jenkins execute shell. Sudo I found a solution for the usage of sudo command in Jenkins execute shell. Sudo su nano sudo ers, add the following line under the command. Let's take a look at that, I guess. Let's go to here. And then we want to go to, let me see, manage Jenkins. Let's go to, I think it's, no, is it here? It's not here. I think, where is this execute shell thing? Hold on. I found the solution. Let me see what else we got. We won't have to do this one time though. So, all right, I found a solution to work. Open the terminal and switch to the root user, sudo su. Add the Jenkins user to the Docker group. Let's see. Let's see. So open the terminal and switch to the root user, sudo su. Add the Jenkins user to the Docker group. User No, that's not it actually. Oh, but you know what? You know what? We could probably do it over here though. So if we go here, and if we were, all right, let me look at this. Go back to the one I was looking at earlier. So if we do cd or exit that one, let's go into the root and let's do sudo, or let's do nano etc sudo ers, oops, etc. Come on, are you kidding me? Them maybe? VI? Jeez, there's no text editors. All right. Let's install one, I guess. Install them. Let's see. Let's see. Apt get install them. Yes. All right, so now vim, let's go up a few commands. Vim etc sudoers. All right, let's go into user privilege specification. So if we go to I probably shouldn't have used Playwright if we have to do all this for it, but we're learning a lot though. I think it's pretty good that we're learning all this, right? So Jenkins and then all equals no pass all. I guess that's good, right? So let's do that. WQ to save it. Read only. What? Let's go into that again, make sure it's saved. All right, it's saved. All right, cool. So, all right, cool. So now, let's go back over here. Let's go back over here. And let's go back over here. Let's go run the job again. Let's go run the job again. Build now. Click that bad boy. All right, let's see what we got going on. How is it? I thought. Sudo npx command not found. Which so we have node, we have npm. So let me take off the sudo command real quick. Let me try this. So if we go here and we go to configure, just to test this out real quick. If we were to do, let me just comment this out. Because if we can get past the npm, the npx, so if we I think I have an idea what's going on. Let me see. Let's go to console output. So we got Playwright installed. And then we have this issue right here. So npm install npx install Playwright, npx Playwright test, and then we have host system is missing dependencies to run browsers, sudo npx. Maybe we don't even need to put sudo at this point if we added it as a sudo user. So let's try this. So let's go to configure. Let's go to take that out. Let's try to take out sudo now, because if we added it to the group that should have sudo access, let's see. It's taking longer. It's taking longer, so that's a good sign. That is a good sign. Let's go to console output. Oh, wait, what is going on over here? So if we look at over here, we did, oh my God. It is installing the dependencies. And it's running 9 tests using 1 worker. We don't miss. We don't miss.
We the best.
We are the best. We are the best. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And now you wait. And this is the part with UI testing, is that you end up, it becomes a waiting game, because the UI tests take a lot longer to run than the API test. So, you know, it just becomes a waiting game. But now, thinking about the CI/CD pipeline, so while this is doing its thing, the way that it would work is, so let's say the developers, they push their code up, or they write their code, whatever type of application it is. And so the first part of the pipeline is it's going to run the unit test, right? So you push up the code, it's going to bring it into whatever CI/CD pipeline that you're using, or tool, software, whatever. And it's going to run the unit test. Now, you can configure it to say, all right, once this code is pushed up, run the unit test, run the what do you call it? Run the API test, the UI test, and if they all pass, now move to the next level. It could be that you're building the code. It could be that you're building the code first, and then you are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you build the code, it runs the test, and then it's running all the other API tests, UI tests, whatever other tests that you have, right? And now, if all those pass, there's no build errors, nothing like that, then it's going to say, all right, now we're going to get to our next step, which would be maybe deployment, whatever, however you define your pipeline, that's where that kicks in, right? So it actually ran the test as it should have, right? It actually ran the test, but you know, this was, I didn't even remember. I've done so much automation, I can't even remember what I've automated. I'm just saying, like, I hear these little people talking about, oh, you do this and do that, and you're going to do this, you're going to get this remote job here, you're going to become a manual tester. What? Where they do that at? Where they do that at? I was telling you, like one of the people that the other day I was telling you, one of the people I spoke to last year, they ended up getting a job, and that they had I spoke to them, like they're coming up on their 1 year anniversary, and they're like, they have me doing automation. They have me doing automation. I'm learning JavaScript and stuff like that. I'm like, I know, I knew it was coming because the companies, they are trying to be lean and mean. And if you're like, I'm just gonna hold on to manual testing forever, then the performance tonight might be to the left. You must not know about me. Wouldn't that be an interesting song for tonight? To the left. I'm just saying. All right. So let's take a look at what we have over here. And, let's just bring this up right now. Gustavo says fixed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That is totally awesome. All right. So, I don't remember automating this. I really don't remember automating Southwest Airlines, but it is working. Let's see. Why we? I can't believe I don't remember doing all this work. Oh my god, this is like all in a year's time. I'm like, we did all this automation. So, what are we looking at? So, it's a lot of tests that were ran. Let me see. Let's go all the way up to the top. So the tests we're running, are these? I don't know why they feel like. Okay. So Southwest booking flow spec.js has title, receive string Southwest Airlines, expected pattern. So they changed their since we last worked on this, they changed their code. Let me see something. Let me see something real quick. Let me go over here. Let me see when we actually worked on this, because actually, let me go back to over here, because I don't remember when we last worked on this, when we did Southwest. So let's go to home, and let's go to here, configure. What is the URL of this repo? Let's take a look at this. This was when we were first exploring Playwright. This was done last year. I just pulled up code from last year. It says, hey, does this thing still work? Does this still work? So give me a date. Give me a date. I want a date. Let's go to tests and Southwest booking flow. What was the date on this? Last year. I need a date. History. This was, come on, August 20th? I committed this August 20th of 2023. This is our 1 year anniversary of working on this. Who would have thought? So we started this channel. Towards the end of May of last year, and in August, I had never ever used Playwright before. This was my first attempt at using Playwright, and now a whole year later, we circle back and we're messing with CI/CD pipelines and Jenkins and Docker, and we ended up magically pulling a repo from last year that we worked on Southwest. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I must say, shout out to me. I'm gonna applaud my because you might not applaud me, but I'm gonna applaud. I always celebrate myself. All right, so that's pretty cool. That is very cool. All right, so let's see what else. All right, let me go back to what we're looking at. So all that ran. I wonder if we have. I would like to see if we have any reports. So there goes a repository. There is the output, but page down. And maybe, all right. So, so now.
Lunch break.
It's break time. So we've let me see. On our list, we figured out how to enable to run the Playwright test. Might not be in the cleanest way possible, but I mean, I think it's good. I think it's good. I mean, yeah. Probably would have to talk to security about this. We probably would have to talk to security about this. I'm just saying. But test results. Oh, there goes the test results. But let's go to break and then we'll look into the test results once we get back. You know, I'm not gonna go and fix all these tests, but I would like to see the results though. So let's go to break. Let's go to break, and we shall check the chat as well as go to my second break time topic. So let's do this. Let's go to the chat, but first do me a big favor. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content. Check out techcoachralph.dev, sign up for free, get access to the sprint reviews. If you need more information, if you need one-on-one coaching, I offer that as well. It's all at techcoachralph.dev. All right. So let's see what the chat is saying. Mitch reiterated, who they put in front of you is what they think of you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
All right. And let's see. Mitch is facing the Giants. Which Giants are you talking about? What Giants are you talking about? And like I mentioned earlier, Gustavo said, we got it fixed. We got it fixed. And Alexa says, manual tester, LOL, shaking my head. Sorry, not sorry. All right, so let's get to our second break time topic. So we're gonna do it like this. And I must preface this by saying, I apologize, all right? I'm just gonna say sorry right now, and then I'm gonna get to it, all right? So let's put up our second topic. Back away from the courses. Put your hands up. Slowly back away from the courses. Let's put our timer up. What do I mean by back away from the courses? So, and I have some bullet points on this, right? But I think that one of the biggest mistakes that not every person, but a lot of people make is that they are too focused on completing a course than learning, or completing a certification than learning, whatever, plug in whatever it is there. I just want to be done with it, but I don't really care. It's not that I don't care. You don't know about the importance of actually learning it, you know, because it's like, all right, if I just watch all these videos, if I take these little quizzes, people love tests, right? People love tests. But they think the test replaces knowledge. And I think that is where we mess up. So many people that like if you think back, like all the way back to like school, right? To school, they mess us up because it's like, all right, memorize this, memorize that. And then we actually memorize it, but we don't know it. And for me, my goal is to have you know instead of have you memorize. So when I say back away from the courses, back away from the boot camps, all that stuff, right? Back away from quote unquote college, is we go to it's like we go there with a mission, but the mission is to complete. It's like, oh, I got my degree. I'm the first, I went to college, I got a degree, all that stuff, right? And it's like, all right, cool, you got the degree, but why? But why? Was it to go accomplish some family goal, but then you can't actually, and now you get, in order to accomplish that family goal, you end up in a bunch of debt, but you can't find a job. You cannot find a job. I've met people with almost $200,000 in debt, but they cannot find a job. And then you want student loan forgiveness. And you want me to pay for it. Sorry, not happening. All right, not happening. So I think that our focus needs to shift from just trying to complete a certification, a course, a boot camp, college, whatever, to why are we taking these courses? Why are we taking this boot camp? Why are we in college? For me, I'm gonna share a story with you real quick. I always hated school. I absolutely, I hated school, period. I was smart, right? I was smart, but I was like, a lot of the things that we're learning, I didn't care, right? And the things that I would care about, I'd focus on. I liked math. I didn't care about, what do you call it? English or literature, whatever that course we were reading these books and stuff like that. I didn't care about the history course in high school. I'll tell you this is what we used to do in high school, right? So we went to a different type of school. So as we were switching classes, we would pass off the answers to the tests because we'd get it from the smart people. Because I don't care about this. I just want to pass, right? For math, I would actually try in math, but history, I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to be memorizing all this stuff that I have better things to do, right? So we'd pass it off. And then for the true and false questions, I'm like, I would just ask, all right, are more of the answers true or more of the answers false? They were like, oh, the more of them are true. I'm like, I just answer true for everything. I just put true on everything, right? And I'm like, the ones that are wrong, let them be wrong, all right? Let them be wrong. So what happened? So when I went to the college program that I went to, kind of like a college, right? I was like this. Once I'm just here in order to get whatever skills I need to get a job. Once I got the job right close to when it was graduation. And now the school is like, are you coming to graduation? I said, they had never seen me again. I knew that when I was leaving, I had enough, the class, it was maybe 2 weeks left and there were no tests left. I had enough to, or maybe there was a test, I don't know, but I had enough to pass the class. I never went back. Because I knew I passed or whatever. I'm like, I'm not going
back
to some.
To work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on, get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
I'm like, I'm not going to get some stupid piece of paper. I'm like, I graduated. Cool. Perfect. I'm out. I got the job. Now let's get to work. Now let the real work start now. Because I'm like, I'm just here to learn what I need to learn in order to get a job. That was my goal. It was to be able to work. Right? So what I always recommend to people that I'm coaching, back away from getting that, just trying to complete a course. You need to work you need to learn in parallel. What you're learning in the course, you need to actually apply it to the work, right? Always get back to the work. It's not about, oh, I got this certificate for this course. Oh, I got a certification. If you do not because you might be able to get that interview, right? You might be able to get the interview. However, now once they start asking you questions about whatever course you took or the certification that you have, you're going to start stumbling and bumbling because you memorize the answers instead of actually knowing how to actually use it. So that's why I say you need to back away from the courses. You need to embrace actually doing something. You can do the course, but you better do it side by side with what you're with actual hands-on experience. So start. And a lot of times in the course, they have you follow along. No, you can't just follow along. You need to, let's say you're learning automation, for example, right? You follow along in the course and then you stop and now you say, all right, I'm going to go automate Amazon.com and how to add something to the cart for Amazon.com. And now you move away from just following their guide to figuring things out on your own. So that's my idea. And lastly, what I learned is, what I saw is the smart ones, the book smart ones are the ones who struggle the most. The I need to get that 4.0 GPA. Once they lose those guardrails and once they get out there in the real world, and that's not all of them, but a lot of them, right? They're like, oh my God, I need to stand on my own 2 feet. But us, us conniving cheaters, those who had to I just want to get out of this. I just want to pass. The ones who found the way to pass, we're able to figure things out. We're able to be creative. So that's why I'm always trying to teach those that I'm coaching. All right, you need to get away from the perfection that they're going to take you through in these courses and in these boot camps and in college to struggling. You have to fall flat on your face, and then I will lift out my hand for you, right? And I will help you stand up, and we will figure it out. But you have to fail. You have to fail. If you do you see how many times we failed trying to get this Jenkins thing to work? Let me I'll tell you, we're on our 10th run. And I'm going to consider the 10th run as a success, although it shows that it failed, but it's because we solved the problem that we're trying to solve. So my point is that you have to fail. So many people are afraid to fail. You have to fail. You have to fail in the work that you're doing in order to see success. All right. So that is our second break time conversation. Hopefully you find that helpful. All right. So let's check the chat and then we will get back to work. Let me see what we got. So, we got, it says they do it to get a job. That's why I did. That's what I'm like, you know what? The only purpose I see in school, whatever I was going to do was to get a job and make money. If I could have circumvented going to school and just make a bunch of money, then I would have did that, but I'm like, and I'll tell you this, the school that I went to, I was learning about networking and stuff like that, subnets, which is actually coming back to haunt me, because I have to re-understand subnets when it comes to the load balancing and all that type of stuff on AWS and probably Azure and stuff like that. But this professor gave me a pirated copy of Macromedia Studios, right? That included Dreamweaver. What is that? Dreamweaver. I forgot the name of the picture editor thing, right? But whatever it was. And that is what led me into web development and then into QA and stuff like that. I hadn't used the, and then on the job, on my first job doing technical support, doing DNS, understanding about DNS and mail and stuff like that. Those were the things, the stuff that I use in school. I didn't use them until remembering about these subnets on AWS, So it was a means to an end. Going to school for me was a means to an end. That's it. I did not care about school whatsoever. I only cared about math. One more story. When I was in in college, I had to go to calculus class, right? And I'm like, I'm just I was 30 minutes early to campus. And I'm like, I'm just gonna stop by the gym, shoot around a little bit. And then they're like, oh, let's get a game. And then we got a game. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave to make it to time in class. The game finishes. I check my phone, and it is it's an hour after class. I'm like, what? I was like, oh my God. So you know what I did? I was like, you know what? So I said, let's run it back. Let's get another game. I'm so terrible, but I had to go. Mitch says smart. What? That's debatable. Gosh, Mitch.
Bruh.
If I had feelings, Mitch, I would be so hurt. He says the only class I liked was finance and business. I wish I had. We didn't really have that down here. I wish I had because I always liked money. I always loved money.
Money.
But if they were to teach us if we could better learn how to finance it or how to use it. Yeah, anyways. All right, let's see what else we got. Your car finds this hilarious. What's so funny What's so funny, your car? What is so funny? Gustavo says, I'm a new learner. What's the best way to learn? Well, I'm going to give you some general advice, but if you can let me know, Gustavo, what is it that you're trying? What is it that you're trying to learn? Right. But in general, though, like I was saying, whatever it is you're trying to learn, you need to have hands-on experience as you're doing it. So let's say you're using some type of course to watch a video. You watch the video, you can take notes if you want. Well, take notes, definitely take notes, right? But go back and follow along, do what they tell you to do, and then find something else to do it on so you can apply it to. Because I'll give you an example. When we were working on Terraform for the past year now, right? We just wrapped up Terraform. I was following along. I'm like, okay, this is kind of making sense. This is kind of making sense. But until I had to actually build out my own Terraform, like my own infrastructure for the app that we've built using Terraform, that is when I really started understanding it a lot better. So I would say whatever it is that you're learning, you have to actually get hands-on experience right there, right? And then go back over and over and do the work over and over and over again. So one of the people that I'm coaching, I said, all right, in order for you to learn a lot faster, you're going to need to do this every single day for an hour a day. Do this every single day, and you go through the same steps over and over and over again, right? And then today, this person that I'm coaching, right? This person I'm coaching, they was like, oh, I went and I did the same step that we did yesterday, and everything worked great. And I'm like, that is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And that's the goal. That's the goal, because you can watch these videos over and over and over again, and you're going to be so lost. You're going to have that information overload. But I'm like, all right, practice what you're learning. Practice. We are not Allen Iverson. We're not going to be like, practice. Somebody say practice? Yes, we're talking about practice, all right? Practice what you are learning. Practice makes, not perfect, but practice makes something. Practice, you need practice, right? So that's what I would say. As a new learner, you definitely want to practice what you're learning, all right? Let's see. So Mitch says, I'd rather read one page 100 times than read
Money.
Peter Investor in the building. Let's get Mitch off the screen. Get Mitch off the screen. We got Peter Investor in the building with a super chat. Thank you so much, Peter Investor. I appreciate you. You are awesome. The information that you share, I learned so much from it. So valuable. Hopefully one day you can come up on one of these shows so that we can talk about money. We can talk about investing, because I know a little bit, but you know a lot. All right, I guess I will bring Mitch back on the screen. I'll bring Mitch back on the screen. I guess. Let me see. Where is Mitch? Where is Mitch? Mitch was saying, before I got rid of Mitch, he said, I'd rather read one page 100 times than one book one time. That's deep. I call that bars. Mitch says, fail forward. Exactly. I had a whole video on failing forward as well. That was a very, very good video, because I live to fail forward. And Alexis says, failure to launch, always learning, but never performing. That's are we gonna have a battle? Because that was also bars. Mitch, I think Alexis is challenging you to a bars battle. Yep. Who you got your money on? You got your money on Alexis, or you got your money on Mitch in this bars battle? Your car says Illustrator. No, Illustrator wasn't Illustrator. Illustrator's for Adobe, but let me see if I can find it. Macro Media Studio. They had, oh my God, what was the name of that one? Let me see, archive. It was, so remember they had Flash, but it wasn't Flash though. It was, oh my God. It was Fireworks. It was Fireworks. That's the one. That's when I started. Like I was using Fireworks to edit images. So they had Dreamweaver, Fireworks, Contribute. Oh my God, Contribute was so bad. Contribute was used to build like these crappy websites. We used to give it away for people who signed up for hosting. It was so bad. Cold Fusion, Flash Paper. Oh my God, that was bad too. Ooh, we have come a long way since around 2005. Definitely come a long way in terms of software. And all right, what else we got? Let's see. Mitch says, I told you the urge for revenge is uncomfortable. Whew. And Mitch says, was taught how to read, write checks in elementary school, high school. So I knew how to read and write checks, and I actually knew a lot about accounting as well, because my dad had a business and my mom would do the accounting, and then I would end up doing the accounting to balance the books and stuff like that, like how to input the checks, how to write the checks. And then she would come and check my work to make sure it was right, make sure, like, we'd be looking for pennies, right? We're off by like 2 pennies. Let's balance the books. Let's find those 2 pennies. So I remember those days. I'm just saying. And Peter Investor, all right, so it said, Peter Investor said, salute to you. Salute to you as well. Peter Investor, salute to you as well.
Be the best.
And Mitch is kind of like me before I get in the booth for these bars. Lyrical exercise. Oh my goodness. And says, Mitch says, who put me back up? Put me. Mitch got the boot. Says, just a little from experience. That's what I'm talking about. Mitch says, I got money. I got my money on me. Your card says, I want to enter the battle as well. Oh my God. Oh my, it's going to be good. It's going to be a bars battle. And Mitch says, she too new, not going to entertain the foolishness. I'll save the trash for the next one. I don't think that's what's happening, Mitch. I think you're being kind, Mitch, because it's Alexis. Because if it was Peter Investor who dropped the bars, or if it was Gustavo who dropped the bars, you'd be like, that was trash. But since it's Alexis, you're not gonna go at Alexis. I get you. But I'll tell you this, Mitch. Alexis is ruthless. He's ruthless. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you, all right? Just telling you. Play with her if you want. She's ruthless, all right? I'm just saying. And yeah, your card says Fireworks. Exactly. Yeah, you remember Fireworks. I totally forgot the name. I knew, but I forgot the name of it. Fireworks. And let's see. I forgot. It says, I'm not putting color code. All right, let's get to our last segment. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, go to techcoachralph.dev, sign up for the Patreon for free, and you get access to the sprint reviews that we put up there. All right, so I'm gonna put up a last 20 minutes on the clock.
It's time to do.
Okie dokie. So let's see where we're at. Let's go to this screen over here. So I was looking for, let me see, show trace. How can we get the report? I want the report. And I also don't want to have, let me see what's running. So these 3 failed. We had 6 pass though. Look at that. The 6 that probably passed were from the test. I mean, not the test, but the, what do you call it? I don't know what passed. Let me see if I can find it. But regardless, it's just so funny. Let's go to, let me take a look at this. Let's go to, let me see what we got going on over here. All right, let's go back to our pipeline, right? So let's configure, because we have the tests that are running, but now let's add a build step. Let's add a build step, right? By adding the build step, we should be able to do Jenkins Playwright reports. Right? HTML report. Oh, let's do that. So Playwright on Jenkins at scale with HTML reports. Let me see. How to generate a report. All right, let's do this one. How to generate a report, reports of Playwright tests in Jenkins. So, let's see. With archive, then send it via email or view it directly in Jenkins. All right, let's see if we find anything else. Let's take a look at this medium. All right, so setting up, oh my God, this is so annoying. Setting up Jenkins test results analyzed with Playwright. The Jenkins test result analyzer is a plugin that, all right, so let's go. So let's go and install the plugin. Let me go to open a new tab. Let's go to this. Let's go to manage Jenkins. And if we don't finish this today, now we'll work on this next time. Test. Let's go to available plugins. Test analyzer. Okay, play. Let me see. Benefits of test. All right, so generating JUnit reports with Playwright. That's not what I want to do. JUnit reports. So all right, we have all that. So test results analyzer. Let's do test results. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Plugin. All right. That'd be cool to take over one of these things. All right, let's get that installed. All right, so let's go back over here, and we need another plugin, JUnit plugin, to publish the results. Really? I guess we'll do JUnit plugin. I think we already have that installed, but let's go to let me see, JUnit. Or maybe it's here, JUnit. Okay, I guess that's it. JUnit format test results, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. So let's go to, if you are using a freestyle project, you can make JUnit report publishing set as post build action. So but what does that have to do with Playwright though? Let's try it out. All right, so let's go to configure and let's take out this build step. And let's do a post action build. Let's do JUnit test report. And files include settings that specifies the generated raw XML report. Let me see. if you're using a freestyle project, you can add JUnit report publishing step in a post build action. And it says results.xml. Let's try that, I guess. All tests. Let me see. Let me see. Search for that. We got that. We got that. All right, let's give it a run and see what happened. Does not match anything. They have in here results.xml. Oh, okay, hold on. Update the Playwright config.ts to include reporter. Do I really have to go and open this? All right. I guess. Give me a second here. I don't even have this repo. Are you? Oh my God. All right. Guess we have to take a detour. So my WebStorm expired and I have to enter it got renewed, but I need to enter the new license. So let's go to here and let me check to let's go to where's my license? All right, let me do this. Okay. Is that? Let me see. Okay. You just log in to do it. Okay. Is that it? Yep, we're done. All right. Now let's go back over here. Let me get this repo. Open it up in WebStorm. I guess we'll do. All right, let's go to this screen. And we're going to do. So I'll do GitHub. Let's go here. And this is going to be. All right, let's go to back over here. And we're going to clone this trust. All right, so let's go here. And it said to go to Playwright config. And somewhere we are going to do import define config. And I guess we are going to say at some point, oh crap. It's doing it like that. All right, so module, all right, there we go. Define config. And we're going to throw in somewhere at the bottom. Is there anything that says reporter? Reporter. And we will say reporter. Let's try this for now. So we're just gonna go, let me just copy this over what they have. Let's try this. All right, let me try that. Let's do a, where's my terminal? Git status. See why I always tell you guys that you need to learn Git? So important. Git commit. So anyway, this sprint, I gave all of the ones that I'm coaching, they have to go through the Git course so that they can start learning the commands, because so we can have clean Git practices. M updated reporter and what? All right, cool. Git push. All right, so now we are going to go back to what up, Rod Brown? How you doing tonight? Let me see. We are going here. Oh, actually, let me see. So we go here. It says to do that, and then so after we run it, we should get something that looks like this. Let me see as well. Playwright.dev. And I want to see how to specify it to only run it in one particular browser, so that we don't have to so it doesn't take forever to run. Running. And we want to do project WebKit. All right, let's take that. Let's go here. Let's go to project WebKit. And we're going to say, write it to this right here. Let's save it. Let's run it. All righty, so let's take a look at the console log. Let's see. All right, so it went a lot faster because we didn't have to install all of these. All right, so we got a failure. 2 pass, 1 fail. All right, so now that it failed, let's see if we have, where would our test analyzer in the building? Let's see what it has for us. What? Would you look at that? So example spec, but our Southwest. All right, cool. Look at that. We have some results. Look at that. Would you look at that? Let me see. So we weren't tracking these over here. So this example spec that passed. But this one failed, and that's because of we'd have to update it. Let me see. So here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do, right? Because we're almost at the end of the show. Next week, we'll get these tests to pass. So we'll work. I always going back to Playwright, right? We're going to work, do a little bit of automation on Southwest, updating these tests to get Southwest to run. And so we'll fix those tests, and then we'll run them in Jenkins, and we'll see things pass, right? That's the plan. That is the plan. But yeah, we can see all this. The other thing though, I wonder if we could have multiple tests. I don't know. So we'll have a few more minutes because we got this part to work. So this is cool. And then we'll get these tests to pass. But I wonder if we could see like the HTML report that Playwright provides. Let me see. I could have sworn there was a Jenkins section over here. Selenium grid? Whoa, let me see this. This is huge. Playwright can connect to Selenium grid hubs that run Selenium 4 to launch Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge browsers instead of running browsers on the local machine. Note this feature is experimental and prioritized accordingly. Before connecting Playwright to your Selenium grid, make sure that grid works with Selenium WebDriver. For example, run one of the examples and pass Selenium remote URL environment variable. If WebDriver example does not work, look for any errors in your system. I'm gonna send this to my boss. This is interesting. Connecting Playwright to the grid. Oh my God, this is game breaking. It's a game changer. To connect Playwright to Selenium Grid 4, set Selenium remote environment variable pointing to your Selenium Grid hub. Note that this only works on Google Chrome and Microsoft Edge. This is crazy. I might have to pivot next week. We might have to try this out. This is huge. Huh. I wasn't even planning on finding that out. All right. That's going to be pretty interesting. But you know how I get, when I see something, I'm like, oh my God. But let's see if I can do Playwright HTML report in Jenkins. Let's see what we can find with this. Let me see. It's not really what I'm looking for. Let's go to the report. Let me see. Publish HTML publisher plugin. We can try this next week too. Can try this publisher plugin. Using you can add the following code to your do dynamic parallel test. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the report.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
Generate report files. Interesting. Well, I think that's enough for tonight. I think we made great progress. We'll circle back next week. We'll fix up these tests. We'll fix up these tests. We will try to get the HTML report. I'm happy that we got the JUnit form report. And we can have multiple reports, right? But let's go to full screen. We are going to wrap it up for today. There was a video that I wanted to watch about by Robert C. Martin about why programmers take so long, but I'll table that for next week, or maybe for Sunday. Maybe it'll be a good one for Sunday as well. But we'll watch that together and we'll give some feedback, all of that good stuff. But yeah. Let me see. Let's check the chat and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. It's been a great show. We made some great progress. You know, I don't even use Selenium on a daily basis. My automation that I do is like a lot of API testing, a lot of like, I guess I use some Selenium, but a lot of API testing, a lot of strategy. One of the automation repos that we have, it is like so advanced, so crazy, and being able to always add to it. So But yeah, like, but this whole, I gotta send this to my boss tonight, because this is pretty cool. But let's get into the chat and then we're gonna wrap it up, right? So, Mitch says, ruthless. I know you're not saying ruthless. Mitch ain't scared. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Mitch. I'm just saying, you cowered up a little bit there. You're like, she's been here for like over a week now. From your car's first day, when your car told its first joke, you were like, that was trash. I'm just saying. But then, we got little old Lexus over here, and she's channeling you to a bars battle, and you're like, oh nah, she's too new. I'm like, all right, I got you. I see you, Mitch. I see you and I hear you. And Peter Investor said, a great book on accounting for beginners is Accounting for the Number Phobic. You know what? I'm just gonna put that up. I'm gonna do that right now. Let's go to Amazon. And we're going to say Accounting for the Number Phobic. And let's take a look at that book real quick. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Accounting for the Number Phobic, Survival Guide for Small Business Owners. As a small business owner, having knowledge of crucial numbers is the most important tool you can equip yourself with to survive today's competitive marketplace. If you're not a numbers person, accounting for the number phobic is to the rescue. Why do so many business owners dread looking at the numbers, financial statements, ledgers, profit and loss reports? So many avoid these and treat them like junk mail and phone solicitors. Nevertheless, it's true. You're not a numbers person. How can you learn to make sense of all of this Greek? Well, I'm going to be ordering this book. When will you get here? Let me see. Saturday. Okay, I got you. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Peter Investor. Thank you so much. And it says, no ceilings. I just top what I top. Okay, Mitch. Right on. And my guy Rod Brown in the building. Keep up the great work, Rod Brown. And Ferris. What is this green circle with the F in there? Ferris? If my dad wrap it up, I wouldn't be here today. Don't wrap it up. 24-hour stream. Well, Ferris, I don't know how I feel about that. The card says facts. What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. I don't even remember what I said. But whatever I said, I agree wholeheartedly. All right. Where you been, Ferris? How are the 10 jobs treating you? How are the 10 jobs treating you, Ferris? Let us know. We've missed you over here. We've missed you over here. The guy says, Mitch was hard on me since day one. Exactly. Right. That's what I'm saying. And now all of a sudden he's like,
Simple, B. It says wrap it up.
I think Mitch just pressed the button. I think Mitch is the one who said, it's time to wrap it up. We're not talking about this anymore. So I'm sorry, but I agree with your car. He was hard since day one. Mitch says, Ralph, please, pretty, please don't catch these hands. What hands, Mitch? What hands are you talking about, Mitch? I don't know what you're talking about, Mitch. What hands are you talking about? Wait. Is it these hands? Oh, look at that cross. Jab, cross. Oh, my. I had to duck out the way for that cross. Look. Oh. Man, I caught those. I caught those hands. Now that was a good one, Mitch. That was a perfectly well timed. Oh my goodness. You got Ferris says, I'm turning off the chat. Says, I see y'all are best friends again. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. Oh, Feisty Ferris is in the building. It says, I'm not first. Nope, you're not first. You're not first, but you are feisty. You are feisty. Just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. Read that again. Oh my God. I don't know. That one was over my head. Like I said, I just had to get through so I can get a job. All right. I just had to get a job. Let's see. So, your card says, who? I'm a loner. Wait, where? Come on. It says, who? I'm a loner. Tech Pookies. We show up first. We leave last. We get it done. We don't miss.
Let's get it.
I'm used and abused. Rug pulled. 2 courses. 10 jobs. 6 certificates to go. Let's go. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. It says, all I hear is tall tales coming from the little man. Who you calling little? Who you calling little? Yeah. Hey, Mitch. I remember one of the guys I played basketball with, like, it was like the first time we met playing, right? And he says something like, oh, get the little guy. And I said, who you calling little? And he's like, oh, my bad. I was dying laughing by his reaction. Oh my God. All right. Let's see. Oh man. So let's see. What else we got? Anything else we got? Mitch says, nah, stick with your friend. Y'all gonna get this. Do I have to bring up those hands again? Do I have to bring up the hands again? Let me know. Do I have to bring up the hands again? I gotta get out of here. You guys are bad influences. All right, that's it for the night. That is it for the night. We're gonna get out of here. We are gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. That's what he said. I was like, "Who you calling little?" Anyways, let's get out of here. I don't want to catch these hands again. I already caught him once tonight. I'm not gonna catch him again. We're gonna get out of here. Remember, tomorrow we have the bug bite. We are going to be looking over this data breach where billions of social security numbers were leaked. We're gonna look into that, see what's going on with that. And Saturday, men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate show. We're going to be going over some crazy numbers. Jerome Powell, the job reports, 818,000 jobs vanished into thin air, like poof, they're gone, out of here. All right. And yeah, look at the job numbers, all that stuff, right? So Saturday morning, men lie, women lie, numbers manipulate. Tomorrow we have the bug bite. We're going to be talking about the billions of social security numbers. So Miss says, what time is that? Tomorrow, noon, Saturday, 9:15 a.m. Looking forward to seeing you there. Co-hosted by Mitch and Yakar in the chat. Overstated job numbers. Nah, they lied. Yep, exactly. They lied. They fudged the numbers so they could look a lot better. All right, the question of the night. Where do 818,000 jobs go to vanish? Where do they go? Mitch, where do they go to vanish? Where do 818,000 jobs go to vanish? they go to Vantage in the Biden administration. That's my joke for the night. And on that note, we are out. You guys have a wonderful Mitch. Ferris, you did not lose all your jobs. Come on, Ferris, you did not lose all your jobs. You maybe 9 of them, but not all of them. Not all of them, right? On that note, we're out. We are out. But the question before we go, did you guys have a good time? Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had a great time. Happy we got all this work done. Happy we had our conversations during our breaks. Happy that we caught those hands. And Mitch says it's probably coming out now because election to go. I don't know though. I don't know if it's to go against her because Mitch, because we can talk about this more on Saturday, but if they start cutting interest rates and stuff like that, that might actually help. So we shall see. We'll talk about it on Saturday morning. Have a good night. And you guys know yesterday's price is not today's price. Today's price is not tomorrow's price because we will have price controls and everything will be a flat price. However, we might not be able to find them because the grocery stores will be empty.
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
The price of the brick is always going up. And on that note, this is Tech Coach Ralph. We are out.
You might think that getting into the IT field is impossible without a computer science degree, but Tech Coach Ralph is here to prove you wrong. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into this lucrative industry. Listen up, tech enthusiasts. Are you ready to break through into the IT field, but feel like you need a computer science degree to make it happen? Think again. Tech Coach Ralph has some exclusive, mind-blowing secrets to share with you. Get ready to be blown away by his jaw-dropping revelations on how to break into the tech industry without a computer science degree. So get your notepad ready, because Tech Coach Ralph is going to change your life forever. Buckle up, because you're about to embark on a journey to success in the IT field.